What is up, you guys? We are back for the selection series. Today we got the AFC and NFC North being announced. Some alright divisions. Definitely they have some top teams and they definitely got some bottom teams. We gotta check it out real quick. So first we got the AFC North. We got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers. Some solid quarterbacks besides the Steelers. Steelers quarterback conversation is pretty trash. The Steelers quarterbacks, I don't think Kenny Pickett's it. I think he's mediocre at best. I don't think he's the best rookie quarterback. He was the first. He was the only one that was a first round draft pick, but I think he's the best. Cleveland, they're gonna have Watson unless Commissioner Corey decides to suspend him for 11 games. I don't know. Bengals got my boy Joey B, dog, and then the Ravens got Lamar. How are they gonna do without the wide receiver talent? Because the wide receiver talent is kind of. They got Bateman, who's all right. They got Mark Andrews, who's good. Dobbins, good as long as he stays healthy. And then we have NFC North. Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, and Minnesota Vikings. Justin Fields is gonna have to run that team. It's Justin Fields. I don't know who else they got. They have Roquan on defense, but apparently the word on the street is he wants out. So is he gonna resign? Who knows? Then we got the Lions. They've been picking up some youth. They get DJ Chark and Jamison Williams out there wide receiver. They got some dogs. Well, they got some speed at wide receiver. DeAndre Swift, I think DeAndre Swift's gonna be an animal. Quarterback, trash. Tight end, Hockenson, he's nice with it. Defensively, they got Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 overall pick. I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be solid. I think their defensive front's gonna be solid. Corners, secondary, that's the question mark. The Packers, they solid at a lot of places. Wide receiver is not one of them. Word in the street, the Packers gonna be shopping for wide receiver. We're gonna see what happens because they got Watson. Alan Lazard, he's not your franchise wide receiver. Watson's a good wide receiver coming in. Tonyan's there, I'm pretty sure. Tight end. Running back, they got a two-headed monster in AJ Dillon and Jones. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be all right. And then secondary fast. Defensive line, Kenny Clark, linebackers, They got Rashawn Gary. He nice. They got the Vikings. Wide receivers, solid. Running back, solid. O line, mediocre. Quarterback, I'm not a Kirk Cousins fan. We gonna see. Defensively, Daniil Hunter and Darius Smith. That's gonna be a nasty rush. Their pass rush and run stopping ability is going to be prominent on the DN side, DN outside linebacker position. Secondary, they got Pat Pete. He old though. He might get the fountain of youth. Could happen. But let's get to these teams. I forgot to turn them off. So here's your coaches: the Bengals, Alex Gervitz; the Browns, Steve Laudermilk; the Ravens, Ryan Wilson; and the Steelers, Gregory Miller. Division's gonna be division's gonna be alright. I don't know who's gonna win this division. I think this division's gonna be interesting for sure. It's yet to be seen. We gonna find out. I, it's an interesting division. I don't know who's gonna win this division. I've never seen Alex Garbage play. The other three I've seen. I don't know who's gonna win this division. Perplexed by it. Ryan Wilson, Alex Garbage. I think Greg's still feeling some type of way about Jamal Adams and when he was coaching the Browns back in the gap. Steve Lattimore been progressively getting better by every year. He's had a solid position. He's been getting better. So I'm curious to see how he does this year. Alex Gervitz, Bengals. Bengals is my favorite team to win the division in general. I don't know how good Alex Gervitz is, but that's when we're gonna find out. I forgot to turn this one off too. I know I did. But for the NFC North, Coach Tyrell Ponder for the Bears. We got Coach Will Mike Jones, or William Matthew Jones with the Lions. Let's see how he gonna do with them. I've been peeping. Apparently, he been practicing with the Lions and head to head. We got Coach Devin Aguilar with the Packers. Devin gonna need a wide receiver. Call me. Tyler Lockett is ready to pack his bags to Green Bay. Then we got the Vikings, Damon Johnson Jr., the young buck. I think the Vikings go win this division. That's where my money at. I think the Vikings gonna hold a solid control in this division. I haven't seen Terrell Ponder play. I've seen everybody else play. And if Damon can transfer his Madden ability from PS4 to PS5, I think he'll be a force in the division. I haven't seen Will Mike been busting with the Lions in head-to-head though, so I think it'll be a race between them two. I think the Bears a couple years out, they got to build a little bit. Packers, that's a stat game for every team in this division. It is what it is. That's what it's gonna be. So I mean, for this division, year one, I think Damon's gonna win it. After that, it'll be a race between Damon and Will Mike. AFC North, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a race between the Bengals and the Ravens, most likely. I don't know if the Steelers got it or the Browns got it. They could run away with it one year. We running like 7 years. They could get 1 year could be their year. We've seen it before. But this is a division I don't know enough about to be able to call this division. But this division, I know enough about to call this division. I think this division gonna be all right. I think this division gonna be straight. And we're gonna find out. Damon and Will Mike, I think y'all lead this division. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Browns by one. You think Steve Latimer gonna win it? Potentially. He got a chance. It can happen. We gonna find out. I mean, this division wide open. I haven't seen nobody in this division play in a minute. So I have no idea. Browns want to go ahead and win it? Go for it. That's a jump from the last time I seen Steve Laudermilk in LLE. Proud of him if he wins this division. But we're gonna find out. And that is this week's episode of the selection series, the AFC and NFC North. Our final week's gonna be next weekend, where we announce the NFC and AFC South. Most of those teams can probably figure out what team they are by this point, but we will officially announce it next weekend. 6 divisions down, 2 left to go. It's almost season time. It's almost time to play. Hope y'all been practicing, because I haven't been. I need to. Y'all enjoyed. Appreciate y'all for watching. One more episode left until the season starts. All guns go.